I think Teal Swan said it in one of her recent videos that masculine energy can exist without feminine because it's more about initiation. It's about like
Yeah.
it's a very active energy, but a female energy cannot exist without masculine, and that makes so much sense to me.
Mhm.
Because like the real femininity really flourishes when there's a nice balanced masculine energy beside it.
And you also like the one
How
important
how
thing
do you
is
be feminine by yourself?
you can, but when you think about it, you're very feminine. And like you put on a nice dress, a nice makeup, because you still subconsciously want to attract a man. Let's be honest here. Like,
Or
okay, we like
just
to, you know,
someone to see it and then you're like,
yeah, like subconsciously. I know, like okay, like this, you know, you like to dress up, you like to, you know, you like to look nice, you like to look well kept. But in our deep subconscious, we do like that attention we get. Like not
yeah.
always, obviously, but we do.
It's almost like a man provides this container in which feminine can flourish,
Exactly.
or can go to shit. If
Hmm.
we're honest, like if a
Yeah.
masculine container is aggressive, bad, then feminine, it literally like goes into its shadow. But like if the container is good, if it's like supportive, if it's masculine, if it supports feminine energy, then feminine energy can thrive much better than by itself.
Totally. It
Yeah.
has more of a like a fuel to it, you know. And I
Like imagine now the scenario, like you get dressed up and you go to a dinner alone.
and I've
How do
done
you
it.
feel?
I've done it in the past.
I did it as well. It's okay. But
It's
it's
yeah.
masculine energy immediately.
It's
You are in masculine energy.
like, oh, I took myself out for dinner. It's kind of like I've done it a couple of times.
Yeah. It's okay. Like
We,
it's for me, like if I'm taking myself for a dinner, it is a sign that I'm powerful enough, that I have enough money to provide myself food, and I am in masculine energy immediately.
yeah, yeah.
Like that's the thing, like whatever you like imagine, like any kind of female thing that it is done solo, it somehow turns into a very masculine flow,
It
which is
just,
not a bad thing.
like you know, I was thinking about that. Just for example, like taking the car and like driving yourself somewhere. It does. I
It's
kind of.
immediately masculine energy.
I love it. Sometimes I would like sneakily just I would like take the car and just drive myself to like I will drive like somewhere remote and I would just like find a pub that's like in the middle of nowhere and I will like take myself out for dinner. But then it does feel you're right, it does feel very masculine when you do that. You
It's
know,
not about feeling. It's like,
it's not.
women also need that feeling of
Yeah,
success and
yeah,
self-empowerment, and
yeah,
it is something that I would never take away from women.
yeah.
We need both masculine and feminine energy. It is just that feminine energy somehow, I don't know. And then if a guy takes you for a dinner and you're like, getting all dressed up and you feel like kind of girly, and he takes you there and he pays for the thing.
I used to feel very nervous when I would be invited for a date and like when the guy would just pay, I would feel like really guilty and nervous that I wasn't like offering at least offer to like cover. But recently, I just like leaned back. I just like yeah, I'll just
Not
let
your
it
problem.
happen. It's natural. It's fine,
Yeah.
and I can see the guy enjoys it as well. When
Mm.
you know like it's a different feeling. And you know what? But you must not always take this like as yeah whatever, like you have to be like happy that you're sitting here having a date with me. You just thank, you let a man be a man, you thank him, you give him a good kiss, you like really appreciate, like thank you so much for taking me out for dinner, I really loved it, like you just you even just something as like just appreciating his actions, not being like oh, you've paid now. Don't expect me to give you a kiss. Like a straight away defensive masculine. Like you gotta kind of let it like
Yeah.
flow.
Yeah. I don't know. It is. We deeply disturb the masculine and
Yeah.
feminine roles in the world. That's another part of the problem, I think, and one of the many reasons why we're turning into radicalism in the
Yeah,
end.
once again, like maybe trying to find this balance that happened right now. Oh, maybe religion has the answer for this
No,
balance. Maybe men should be the, oh, like here we go, like maybe
here we
men,
go back full circle.
women should shut up and be in the kitchen and cover herself, and the men should be there. Like,
I've been having chats with a lot of young men through therapies and just through like general, like just meeting them, and like these young men, first of all, they don't understand their masculine impulses.
mhm,
There is a thing where male sexuality, it is very closely knitted with feeling of aggression.
mhm.
But you have this young generations that have been so beaten up, uh, out of their, like, oh, if you're a man, you're like guilty immediately for even existing. And I was like, it was so curious for me to hear that. Oh, when I get horny, I kind of feel aggressive as well, and I'm like, it's okay.
It's
It's
fine.
like I have to tell you as a woman that this is okay. Like this is the sign that everything is wrong in the world. I'm like, it is actually, it's an outward pointing energy, right? So it does feel like aggression in a way.
Yeah, it makes so much sense. It's outward, and the woman's energy is inward. So
Hmm.
receiving, giving, and receiving, like
Yeah,
that's
yeah, and yes, it may feel aggressive because it's like you want something.
yeah.
And like these young boys have been beaten out of this, like, oh, they're not even allowed to want anything because they've been guilty for the last. I'm like, this generation did nothing. The poor things, they're so confused, and they're so confused about what women want. I was like, it's hilarious what I'm hearing. Like, oh, women want to be held and nurtured and kissed. I'm like, okay, yeah, do that to a woman for an hour, and she'd be like, okay, so when is the next thing starting? Because like, look, we've been doing this for an hour. Like,
Like it's obviously
we're
it's
not
all
teddy bears. Like, we're not that fragile and vulnerable. Like, a woman body can throw out a baby. Like,
yeah. Bleed for 7 days, throw out the baby. Yeah, that's a big disbalance, and I'm really really concerned about the comeback of radical ideas. I mean, you can see them more and more. Um, like I don't know. This is just not what I've expected the world to go to be honest. I was kind of hoping that maybe we'd like find like the golden balance in everything, but as with humanity, that doesn't really come